Pokémon Brick Bronze using only Dark-type Pokémon. Dark-types have always been known as some of the strongest and coolest Pokémon in both the games and the anime, so I want to see if they're actually powerful enough to carry me through an entire playthrough. And to make this even harder, Pokémon Brick Bronze recently added hardcore mode, so that's what we're going to play on. This video took a long time to make, so if you enjoy these type of challenge videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Alright, so I get into hardcore and I start off with Froakie because it's the only starter that turns into a dark type, and I play Jake. I was not doing any damage with Bubble. I don't even know how that works because Froakie has pretty high special attack for a starter, I would think. But I beat this girl that took my team. And then after that, I played the electric gym, and that went, you know, how you think it'd go. Just losing, and then losing, and losing, and losing. Wait, but then I got hacks here. Watch. So, there's the Thunder Wave, right? I break through it, Water Pulse, and then the second time, he crits me. But then I break through the para, and then I kill him. So after that, then I got the first gym badge of the game. And because of how many times I did this, I got Frogadier.
Oh my God.
After that, I played Jake again, and his team is just garbage. Like, he kept saying, oh, he wanted to get stronger, this and that. Like, dude, you're using Eevee. It's not going to be good. And then he swapped out to his only counter to Frogadier, and then he's one tap now. So then I just kill him. That was just dumb. I thought he should have just saved it, but whatever. And he brings out Nidorano. I thought it was ground type, so it would take super effective damage, but kind of didn't. This did a little damage to me, but you know, kind of like brushed it off. Send Eevee out again, and then we kind of just clean up the rest of his team. Quick attack to no avail. Yeah, he's pretty garbage. Then after that, we play the fire type gym, and that was pretty easy because I have a water type. It's kind of justice because the first gym, it was just terrible. Electric versus water. Like I needed the justice after that one. Let me just beat his Growlithe. Light work. And now we have the second gym badge. Not to brag or anything, but these puzzles were so easy. No! Because back then, I used to play the Lego Movie video game, and basically you had to do like this master builder thing, and that's what I felt like doing here. So all these puzzles were just light work. I played Quentin, and because of a TM Grass Knot, I was able to take out this Wilmer in one hit, and the whole gym was pretty easy because Greninja got Grass Knot. It was doing like max damage to everything. This Gorbis was a little bit of a problem because it had Draining Kiss, and it was hitting like so much freaking health back, but I took it out in 2 more. And the crazy thing is that if this was on hardcore, the AI wouldn't have chosen Draining Kiss. It would have just kept choosing Scald and stuff like that. So hardcore is a pretty good game mode. I just healed myself here to make sure that nothing happened and he didn't like pull out like a crit or something and kill me. And I took this guy out and I got the 3rd gym badge. Alright, after that gym, Tess wanted to see who was stronger between me or Jake. And I keep telling Jake, if you use any evolution on your team that's not Sylveon, your team is garbage. That's it. Alright, I have like a little respect for Tess because she had like all dragons, and that's pretty cool, but she sucks too. So yeah, I just have to beat them really quickly and just take care of them. After this, I call up Farnard because I wanted to get a Bisharp, and I also need a stronger dark type that was neutral to Fairy because my whole team just gets destroyed by Fairy. And I named him King. Alright, well, onto the flying gym badge, I guess that's what they're called. This guy, all his birds have like fighting type moves, and like all my Pokemon are so low, so I had to sack King. He had to be like, I instantly sacrifice him. So the Spidef drop would happen on Staraptor, and then that one dies. And then he has a Braviary with superpower, so I have to sack Ashley, which is a Volibee I don't know if I covered that. So basically, like my plan here was to let like those Pokemon like take the hits, and then because the attack like lowered, I sent Greninja in so I can survive a superpower, right? And this still like almost killed me, which is like, I'm 3 levels higher than him, so I thought I would be able to tank him. And he goes for the superpower, and I don't know, it works. So I go to King, and then I make sure I revive Greninja, because if Greninja doesn't survive, then it's like over. So he kills King for the second time. I'm sorry, King. But what's the name? I heal Greninja out, and he brings out Aerodactyl. So this is actually pretty good, because like, you know, like I don't want to deal with that. Then I get parried. Then I kill the Aerodactyl, right? And the only way I win this is if I break through the pairs. I go for Water Striking. I break through that. So then he sends out Skarmory. Skarmory isn't really like a powerful Pokemon like that. So I start healing, and his only damaging move is Aerial Ace. So look at this. I use Paralyze Heal, right? And then I start like using potions on myself, and I don't know. I think this is where the game is like bugged, because like I hit that, I hit that, and then just wait. I get paralyzed. Like, did I not just use a Paralyze Heal? Like, I don't understand how that works, but I don't know. I kept spamming heals until Greninja was full, and then I had to Water Striking just to make sure I didn't get paralyzed again. And then this guy has Staraptor, and Staraptor, what's his name? He could hit me with. Oh, it didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't go for CC. So I don't know. I just kept getting paralyzed even though I used Paralyze Heal. I just needed 1 Scald on this, so break it once, and I took it out in 1 hit, and that was stressful. But I got the float badge. I think that's what it's called. Alright, now it's time to fight Professor Cypress and his 6 starters that he has. Yeah, but I got Mega Absol, and it is so tough looking from the back. Well, not in that way, but he tried to go Sea Powder, bounce it back, and then I went Night Slash here. He tried to make a predict, but I just Night Slash to cover it, and he kind of got fried by that. Bring out for Alligator, and I bring out Greninja because it has Grass Knot, and it easily takes care of it. I would have thought that this guy being like the plot twist villain, he would have been stronger, but he sucks. All his Pokemon are just trash. Like, he chose like the worst starters. The only starter that he has that's valid is like Blaziken, but Blaziken just got 1 tap by Scald, and that was pretty easy. Then he brings Venusaur out, and I have Extra Sensory, which is like a move that I never thought would come in handy, but I guess it's good for this battle. Then he brings out Samurai. Samurai just gets bodied by like, everything on my team. Grass Knot. He brings out Absol, like, that just helped me out. So I was like, alright, let me just Night Slash him. Yeah, we take care of him. And then after that, then we had to defuse like some bombs, and Absol almost died. Bro, it was like, I think it was like 4 explosions in a row, but I kept feeling it. And we took care of the bombs, and most of my Pokemon left unscathed. Alright, now it's time to play Prince Prime. Greninja had Grass Knot, so it was pretty easy to just 1-tap this because it's 4 times effective. After he killed that, 1-tap this Bill, and then Absol finished off Garchomp for me, and I received the gym badge. Now it's time to play Fissy. His team was, like, I felt difficult because I think this is my 2nd try doing it, but I 1-tapped the Levani, killed the Breloom, and then I killed the Tropius. And the Venusaur wasn't even that bad because I had Extra Sensory on Greninja. This part was a little sad because Jake revealed that he was a part of Team Eclipse. I mean, it wasn't that hard to kind of like tell because you know our names and stuff, but he had the same exact team from last time, and his team, like, it's not bad, but in any other game that's not this, it would be good. Like, let's say that this was like Ruby and Sapphire. Like, maybe that'd be a good team. And then I played Dark-type Gym Leader. Putting Brick on Greninja made me just destroy like everything. And then I got the Dark-type badge. Here I fought Professor Cypress, and my video cut out, but you know, I beat him. That's the only way I could get to the last gym leader. And her whole team was Ghost, but Greninja made quick work with like everything. Once I killed the Sableye, everything else pretty much just like fell. Spiritomb tried to put me to sleep. I bounced it back, and then I just killed it with Night Slash. I was making sure my Bisharp was faster than the Aegislash, and then I just killed it. And after like hours of looking for Bisharps, I finally evolved my Bisharp to a Kingambit, which is way stronger than Bisharp. And now it's time to fight the Elite Four. I had to turn the music up. Like, you can't hear it because I have my music playing behind it, but to kind of get me into, I don't know, like I had to lock in. I started setting up Swords Dances with Kingambit because with like Cowtop Leave, it was really good. Like, for example, I just one-tap this Excadrill, and then dude sent Ferrothorn back out again. The only thing that was annoying me was the Iron Barb shit, because I didn't put my leftovers on it, and then I got a crit and didn't kill. He was just chipping my team down, well, chipping Kingambit down with the Power Whip and stuff. So I just killed it. The real reason I even got it in the first place is because it has Sucker Punch, and it's really good into Jirachi. So he sends out Metagross, and I was like, let me just go for a Sucker Punch, because I thought +2 Kingambit can kill a Metagross. But to my surprise, this thing tanks it. Like, look, I'm +2. This thing lives on 1 HP. And Thunder Punch does how much? Like, does like freaking 100 damage to me. I just let him kill me because I knew that the AR was going to choose Thunder Punch. And then I just went to Greninja to kill it, because I have Water Shuriken as priority. After that, Greninja pretty much just killed everything else. I got the nice flinch there. This thing has Sacred Sword too, so that would have killed me. Jirachi, like, what was crazy is that this thing, it didn't even flinch me on the first try. So I just tried to spare Water Shuriken, but I wasn't getting like a good amount of like hits for it, so I like one tap it. So that's the first Elite Four member. Now we're playing Jamie. I used to watch him on YouTube a while back. But yeah, Kingambit was just really good here because I could just spam Iron Head and everything took super effective damage. But I was kind of greedy and I went for a Swords Dance instead of like Iron Heading first, but it wasn't too bad. +2, and then we saw, and then I got scared out. Then I just one tap this Titan. Oh yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah. The reason why I didn't want, like, I wanted to like one tap everything, because I was trying to save my Sucker Punches for the higher members, but I couldn't really do that. As fast as Member Swine, and I knocked it out with a crit. He goes Glalie, and I knew he was gonna have to go for Earthquake or Explosion, and I love both of those because Kingambit is actually pretty tanky. Yeah, he goes for Earthquake, and I just one tap it with Iron Head. He goes into Kyurem, and I go to Tyrant Turn to try and get the Stone Edge. I missed the Stone Edge, which is really annoying, and Outrage does so much damage to me. So I just have to sack Terry. That's exactly what I do with him. After this, then I go Absol, because I put Stone Edge on Absol as well to deal with like flying types, but like hitting ice is also pretty good play, because I don't really have any fire types on my team. Go for Stone Edge. I hit it this time, but his Outrage connects due to confusion, and it's pretty annoying. But then Greninja cleans it up though. So I hit the Dark Pulse.
Yeah.
And then he hit himself with the confusion, which is very satisfying, because I just missed the Stone Edge prior. I won that match. I just, like, my audio, well, not my audio, my game kept cutting out. So now I'm playing a fighting gym, and I learned which people because Psychic can knock out his Toxic Rogue in one shot. So after dealing with the Toxic Rogue, then I have to fight the Terrakion, and this thing is like a nightmare for my team. I don't really have like any swappers for it. He hits like everybody for super effective damage. So my thought process was that I have to sack Chloe here. He goes for the close combat, but I lower his defenses, and I wanted to pray that Mystic Water Shuriken will like kill this Terrakion. And I got pretty lucky. I hit literally 5 times. It was amazing. So after that threat, what was the next? Then Annihilate. This mon is like, I don't know how you kill this thing. Like, it's actually like, it's so bulky for no reason. Acrobatics did a good amount of damage, but not a crazy amount. After, like, it got put in Hydro Pump range, and I go for the Hydro Pump. No! And I missed the freaking thing. Then this guy gets all his HP back and he one-taps me. And literally, at this point, I just wanted to quit. But then I go for Extra Sensory. I need the flinch.
Oh my god!
I get the flinch on him, plus the Sandstorm chip, thanks to Timmy. So now I just need to hit this Hydro Pump, get a high roll.
Yeah, good.
Good. So I send Absol back out, and then I see Breloom comes out, and this mon, it's not, like, I thought I'd one-tap it with Psycho Cut, but then I forgot this thing has a Technician Mach Punch, so he just one-tapped me and he went first. And he gets a crit, but that didn't really matter. I sack my Kingambit here, which is pretty dumb, to, what's the name, revive my Sigin. But that's like the only thing that can deal with Breloom, because it's immune to Spore, and it doesn't take that much for Mach Punch. So after Kingambit died, I go in, and he tries to make a double, because he has Rock Blast, but I just one-tap the Heracross, because it's 4 times effective. And then he brings Breloom back out, and then Breloom just gets one-tap too, because it's 4 times effective. Whole team just hates flying. I mean, he has a fighting gym, but like, how are you gonna have 2 4-time flying weaknesses? Like, come on, man. Alright, next I'm playing Srybon or whatever. I lead Chloe because it's immune to Expanding Force and it takes Dazzling Gleam. So my thought process was to just go for Hyperspace Fury to just one-tap it, and that's what it did. And I don't know why, but my video keeps like cutting out. So after this, like, I pretty much like go for Hyperspace Fury. It brings it down to 1 HP. Hatterene isn't even that tanky. But my Koopa does have like low physical attack. But trust me, like, I won that match after that. It cut out and I won. And now I'm placing on Champion Brad. So against him, I needed to hit like 5 Water Shurikens, and that wasn't possible. I hit 3, and now I get poisoned, and Greninja is basically out of commission because I can't use items for the rest of the match. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have to clutch this up with somebody else. Greninja kills it with the Water Shurikens, which is pretty helpful, but you know, I'm basically dead already. So I send Chloe out for the Rotom because I know I don't really have a better sack for this, so I'm just like, alright, Chloe can just go. Yeah, I go for Hyperspace, but he hits the Hydro Pump, sadly. So then I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go Absol to try and do some chip, because Rotom, like, I'm thinking, like, this is like offensive Rotom. This is not really that tanky. I was so wrong. Nice Slash didn't even do like 20%, and that Vulture takes away half my health. He goes into Landorus, and I'm just like, alright, let me just go Sigin here, because, I mean, I can't really get hit by U-turn super effectively. Okay, then he goes back into Rotom, and I really have no softness to this, so I have to let Sigin die. Fortunately, then I face the Heat Ram, go for Hydro Pump, Greninja dies, go for a Night Slash, I get hit by the Rocky Helmet, U-turn just kills me. Then I go for Kingambit with Supreme Overlord. He goes for Hex, I don't die to that obviously. Telltale Cleave doesn't kill this Goldang over there. And I'm out of Sucker Punches because I had to use them for the other matches. Goes for Make It Rain. And then that's, and after that, that dies. Timmy comes out, the last Mon, Stone Edge, and I just lose. Okay, even though we didn't beat Championship Brad, we still beat Pokemon Brick Bronze using only Dark-type Pokemon, and we still beat the Fighting type Elite Four, which I'm actually pretty proud of because I have a whole team of Dark types. But if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and to comment what type I should do next. Thanks for liking the video, and I'll see you guys next time.